as possible, my friends. And this was the GFCI unit that I'm talking about, and it's not functioning because not tripping. It is providing power to you, so you do have power in here, but it's supposed to trip and it's not tripping it, right? So the whole purpose of it is to protect the water. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Because the unit is so old, I'm guessing it's just obsolete, right? Same process, keep these nice and clean. Notice the monolith on these guys, not a good idea, my friends. Well, I'll do this, same process, run the full cycle on this, absolutely fine, nothing is going on, just keep it clean. And water leak detectors, monitor them very carefully, okay? Was it this one that the overflow? Yeah, so you notice the overflow is not even connected, right? So yeah, you get this. The whole purpose is when you want to fill this up and the water go through here, you gotta make sure these guys are functioning as intended. Now this toilet again has been recently caulked, but it's moving. It's moving, right? So that means it's not tied down properly, it's not professional. And I put the moisture meter on it earlier. I detected a little bit of density. Could be moisture. I don't think so, but let's test this again. See, like over here, I'm only detecting a little bit. It could be leaking into the floor. I can't guarantee this for you, my friend. If you had a plumber come here, I would just get them to work on both of these toilets just to give you peace of mind. The problem is, if it is leaking and it's leaking 1-2 drips every time, it's gonna take a very long time before it shows it's leaking. By that time, everything is rotted away. Means it's probably cheaper to take this out, replace the ceiling wax, than waiting for it to damage or what. Because now it's only the toilet rather than the flooring. That would be the flooring, the joists, the frames and stuff like that, and the electricals, whatever's passing under this. So do take care of it. This guy over here, I splashed the water against it. Water is coming out from here. The caulking is not sufficient enough. Yeah, water is coming through here. They need to recaulk it, and I'm touching here. See all this soft? That means that recently they just patched it up, right? So do take care of it. And then again, in this corner, as the door is closed, notice the tiny gaps. Water splashes and comes out. That's gonna damage this. Recaulk these areas. Take care of that as soon as possible. I put moisture meter in this area. I didn't detect anything. Just caulking and grout maintenance is very important. Do take care of it. Up here, we don't want moisture going down and damaging your home, okay? Difficult stuff. Same process in this room. Very difficult. Same with electricals, a little bit difficult to use. Clean the windows, do your caulking maintenance. You have a section of that attic here. Yeah. Nothing is going on. I use my thermal camera with a flashlight. I looked at everything. There's nothing going on. It's very typical stuff. It's just now you know where it is. Preferably don't pack too much stuff. Block this area. Because if a technician, roofer, whoever it is here, and even yourself with a flashlight, just once in a while look around to make sure everything's functioning as intended.
Is it safe to step on?
You have 3 attics. You have the mains in the master's closet. You have this section just for this corner in this area of the living space, maybe a little bit. And then you have one in the garage that covers the entire garage area. All of that, yeah.
The 3 attics, 我看到两
It's normal when you get these homes in different levels, that's when they go. And then you want to make sure the gaps are less than 4 inches. We don't want little ones sticking their heads through it. Handles are nice and solid, floor is still in good shape. You'll notice the screen is missing, and then the screen is loose and the gaps on that side. Pest and trees, so definitely get rid of that vegetation right there. It should not be this close to your home, including that side. It's touching the actual wood right now. You take care of it.
没事，我能踩到。
Guys, these glass throughout your home, they're non-tampered glass. If it's tampered glass, you will see a stamp. It says tampered glass. The reason we say that, if the little was running around crashing through glass, when it breaks, it's going to be big chunks falling rather than small pieces. So it becomes a safety for little ones. So just a heads up in that. Okay. This is the newer one too. So. There's a little hole over here. I would seal that up. You don't want to test the trees or whatnot. And this is for your alarm. The doors and the windows that you open. It is roughed in, ready to go. So if you want to bring, let's say, ADT, tell us whoever provides the safety for the service for this, they should come over here and take care of it, okay? Behind you is your first floor bathroom. My friends, this guy's making a lot of noise and it doesn't have proper suction, because what we do is we always put a tissue on this, see if it holds it, let's go right away. That means based on the noise, it's past its life expectancy. It's about $160 to $200 to replace these guys, okay? Yeah, same process. Run this as much as possible. No, I don't usually see these type of rising supplies. Like the risers are steel braided, fantastic, but the supply that is coming through looks like rubbers. I preferably, if you see a plumber over here, definitely get a plumber. Replace them. Okay. Toilet is good. Not much is going on. Yeah, it's good. Electrical is good. Countertop's nice and solid. Cabinetry is open and closed properly, not too much. I think I'll put this in the report for you. If you notice, the side over here is chipping your wall. You see that? Making contact back here. So it's just adjustment that's required. You see the gap over here and see the gap up there. It narrows in, so it's making direct contact with the side. So adjustment is required. Let's finish this area first. So, and I've been running this water non-stop. Like we did have water issues over there. Now this I did also put prior water damage because first it's already been patched and it's soft. However, it could be just a metal plating behind this, or it could be a leak. But because it's all damaged like this, I think it was a leak. So definitely, with the plumber guys come over, have them take care of this one as well. So I left this up for you guys to see. Fantastic, very nice, functioning as intended. It's an older unit, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. Whenever we see a fireplace, especially a gas fireplace, we want to make sure child protection is here. Right? So there should be a mesh door in front of this to make sure little ones don't come in direct contact with the glass. That's about 700 degrees. Okay, that means the moment you touch it, it's too late. You're scarred for life, right? So we always say pets, children, and whatnot, put a mesh door in front of all of them, protect yourselves. Okay, I'm gonna shut this guy off. Go. So to turn it on, guys, just push this in. You see where the ignition is? This is ignition right there. Okay, you push it in, hold it. You press the igniter, and then your pilot light kicks in, and then very slowly bring it up and turn it, and turns it on. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this was good. This. There's a. You see how the screws are missing? All 6 hinges. Yeah. So they engineer these hinges specifically for the weight of the door. You can't choose if you want to put a screw in there or not. You have to put it, otherwise the door is going to come out. It's super easy, so you can do this yourself. Just put screws in them, drill them in, and just put this long. That's all you got to do. What else do we have? Coming to our kitchen area, this was good, nothing was going on. Cabinetry, again, keep this in mind that your cabinetry is and whatnot is older, right? So you're eventually gonna have some hard time operating these guys, but it's based on the age of the man, so don't worry about it. Typical caulking and grouts, guys, you know, this is separating over here. You know, do take care of it, especially in the kitchen area. We don't want any moisture getting behind this guy. This is newer, very nice. I think the previous one had an issue, and the reason for that is, if you look under here, you notice all this prior water damage, right? Yeah. So I tested this again, including the wall one. It's bone dry right now. There's no moisture in here, so it's just this thinning. I would preferably wipe this area clean and repaint it. So from this point on, you can tell kind of differentiate between before and after if a leak taking place and whatnot. So again, carburetor is functioning as intended. You notice a little bit of corrosion on top, so it is an older unit, but it didn't leak. With that said, I'm not a big fan of carburetor. If I were you, I would bring a guy over here to get rid of this and make it just sinks, so you don't have to worry about water leaks, damage to your pipes and stuff, drainage, cloggage and stuff. It's notorious for problems. Okay, just a heads up with that. There is a little bit of pest activity in the corner over there. Okay. So I'll put that in the report for you. It's typical all things. Turn nice on hot, including the bacon roll in here. Fantastic unit, very nice. It is newer, it's functioning as intended, including the light is working over here, fan is working over here, proper suction. But you see how it's saturated in oil? It becomes a safety hazard, so preferably take these out. Most of these newer ones dishwasher friendly. You can put them in dishwasher. If not, put them in a sink, put some Dawn with a little bit of warm water. Just leave it up for 3 hours, maybe overnight, and it will just take all the grease out and put them back, okay? Go. What else? This guy we know functioning as intended. I'll put a wet tissue. Keep in mind it's past its life expectancy, but it is working as intended, no issue. Same thing with your fridge, absolutely fine. Temperature is meeting the standard. The ice maker is in off position. So when you turn it on, this puts the ice in. Okay, definitely clean it, right? There's lots of buildup. Same process over here. Any parts, issues, you want to find some information about this entire unit, the information board is right here. Just punch in the serial number in YouTube or whatnot. Some technician went through all this and we'll let you know what to do.
How about this?
No, it's normal.
It's normal. Okay.
Don't worry about this. Again, the glass door over here, mind that. Smoke and seal detectors are valid combo. Very good. They put them there for you. This is just the closet over here. Not too much going on. Come in here. Same process under these sinks. Want to make sure nothing leaks. That's where we run all this. Now, you notice they're using rubber hoses here, right? We prefer to see steel braided hoses. Those are $25. Preferably, if you get the chance, replace them with steel braided hoses. But right now, it's nothing going on over here. Again, water leak detector, very important. Put them under there. Tissue is mine, my friends. This is when I run a full cycle on these guys. Again, past life expectancy, but didn't leak. It's functioning as intended. Okay, very good. Let's keep it that way. So, a couple of items. When you run a full cycle, the moment it's done, let's say full cycle finish, you open the door. You take close, put it in this. Don't close the door right away. Leave this open for about an hour and a half or two. Let that hot moisture come out and air dry. If you close that door, you're gonna get mold in there, okay? Wipe this dry, wipe the seal dry, and always lift this up. Because the most important part is under the seal. That's where you get the organic growth, right? You wanna make sure it's nice and clean. It's in very good shape based on the age of it. I think they're actually doing their maintenance, which is fantastic. And then those holes are the weeping holes, meant to take the moisture back inside the unit. If you get sediment built up, it blocks it, water sits there, then you get water leaks and damage. So just Q-tips, keep them nice and clean. Do your maintenance, you're not gonna have problems. The drum on this got nice and hot, no problem at all. Yeah, its lint trap is right here. Make sure this is nice and clean. If you get lint, too much buildup on this, what's gonna happen, humidity is gonna get pushed back inside your unit, then you get mold, right? So maintenance, very important. Cabinetry is all good. Now this guy requires maintenance for sure. Definitely readjust this, especially it's heavier because it has a mirror on it and it's gonna damage your floor. And then maybe somebody opens the door or whatnot, they're gonna hit. This door should be self-closing and it's not self-closing. You have the proper hinge. The reason for that is, so first, the door that they're using over here, it's fireproof door, means it should take 2 hours for the transfer. Fantastic. Now in that regard, the door should be self-closing. You don't want the fumes or anything come inside. Don't worry about it. You can easily just adjust these. They don't line up properly, these locks, both of them. You need to adjust these things.
下次那个小
Coming to your garage.
对。
Guys, this unit is old and it's not functioning. Okay, I tried to test it twice, it won't come on. The light is coming on, but it won't come on. Now the breaker is off now. But when you turn on the breaker, it also turns on your house alarm. Remember the alarm went off earlier today? That was me, because as soon as I touched it, the alarm went off. So you shouldn't be connected to your central vacuum. It doesn't make sense. So electrical wise, when they come to do your alarm system, tell them about this. They need to make sure it's disconnected from that. They should not be touching anything else. Yeah, this is not functioning, and you notice the ducts are, your pipe is disconnected, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to do. Floor, typical wear and tear, typical cracks. Don't worry about it. Every home has this. It's very normal stuff. These windows are old. They're just clean around them. This is your main electrical panel. Okay. First thing I notice, I'm looking at the legend over here. It's completely blank. It's not telling you which one of these breakers, but then they have them here. So don't worry about that too much. And that's the central vacuum that it's on off position, because if you turn it on, your house alarm is going to go off for some reason. So definitely take care of it. If you open the duct, look behind it, it looks fantastic. Nothing is going on. It's all copper wires. This is your disconnect over here at the 100 amp. So if there's any major emergencies or whatnot, disconnect the power. If you intend to put electrical vehicle here, you need to bring an electrician to do a load calculation. It's not enough for an EV charger, because usually it takes about 30 to 50 amps for those guys. So, but it's doable. Yeah, you just let them know. Guys, these garage doors, there are some, where are they? You see there, some of these screws are loose and some of them are missing these nuts. Right? It's not a good idea, because the hinges become loose and you're gonna get door damage. So definitely secure, and then put the ones that are missing, put them back on, okay? You will notice under your garage door gap, there should not be any gap. You should not see any light. The whole point is pest entry, right? You're gonna come inside your home. So definitely change the weather stripping or have it adjusted properly, make sure it's completely back. Now sometimes what happens is the home settles a little bit and then it creates a gap. So either way, you take care of this as soon as you can. Okay? This light is not working. So right over here. So you notice prime water damage in the light around the light, prior water damage, prior water damage. Now this, I detected moisture right here, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. And this is right above this is that master's bathroom area, the shower that I was telling you about there. So you see that? Yeah, that's moisture right there. Because originally what I was looking at is this, right? And then you went to this, then this, that's different color. I'm also a little bit detected. So whatever this guy is moving around in this area. Preferably open this area up and take a look upstairs, see what it is. That's probably the cheapest way to do this. Let's talk about this side door here. So, and it's very normal we see this, my friends, because nobody ever uses this. You need to redone this portion of the bottom frame, replace it. It's all rotted away, and that's because water and rain is sitting here all the time. Nobody opens this door for years on end, and it destroys it. So replace this for sure, definitely, before you get water ingress and then damage to the actual door, okay? So light is out over here, it's not working. You do have a light, switch is right there, but it's not coming on, right? So I'm assuming, this guy. Yeah, that's the crawl space one, so this guy's not even coming on. So definitely, it seems dark in the corner, it's probably the lights are burned out, okay? In your crawl space, I'll talk about that. I did my best to get as much as possible. It's very narrow, and there's so many ducts and pipes that are passing. There's some areas you can't even walk, like you can't even crawl into it, right? Your main water shutoff is right under that in the crawl space. So getting to it is going to be very difficult. Again, when the plumber comes here, I would have them relocate that pipe and bring it right here. That way, when you open this right away, you can reach it. In case of an emergency, it's going to take you half an hour to get to that, crawling there. And it's very normal. All the homes, they did this all along. And that's where I saw a little bit of poly B under here. None of them was leaking, but it's very minor. I don't think it'd be an issue. And again, plumber is here. I can easily replace those sections for you guys. Don't worry about that too much. There is a fluorescence inside your crawl space. A fluorescence is when moisture travels through the concrete and leaves the mineral behind. That's the white chalky stuff, right? We see that everywhere in BC, lots of rain. There is one crack on the foundation wall here that has prior staining on it. So that means water did penetrate to come through, but it's not there right now. The staining is there, and you have a fluorescence. So it's because your perimeter drain system is big O, it's older drain material. Most of those guys don't function as intended. So as the rainwater is coming from the roof down, it should go into this perimeter drain system, get into a sump somewhere, rise from there to the storm drains. Perfect work, right? When you have big O, it doesn't function as well. So that water gets into the ground, you get a little bit of settlements on the side, water ingress, things like that. So definitely take care of this. I would ask a drainage company to look at this for you guys, right? So first thing you gotta do, have it scanned. And believe it or not, every home at this age, exact same comment people, because we all know exactly what the problems are, right? So have it scanned first, take a look at the condition of the pipes, and then you can hydro flush clean it. If that takes care of the problem, fantastic. There you go. This guy is from 2022, your hot water tank. Bradford one is one of the most common ones that we see. Very nice, functioning as intended, beautiful. It's gas operation. You should have a seismic strap in case of a quake. This thing pops. It's going to open the gas, and you're going to have an open flame here, so boom, right? So we always say put seismic straps around it. But it does have a catch pan under it. 8 to 12 years of lifespan for these guys when you guys are using it. This guy over here is past his life expectancy, but still working, still providing heat, right? So eventually, again, we need to replace these guys. These are low efficiency ones. I opened inside, there's a little bit of corrosion in this section inside of it by the burners. I would get maybe a furnace specialist come here and take a look at it, just to give you guys a heads up. And he's probably going to recommend replacing it down the road, same thing. There's a filter for it, and most of these units have filters in there now. Your filter is right in there. I'm not too sure how you're supposed to get to that, based on the way they designed it. You see the filter right there, the filter is over there. That's the way they designed it. So again, when a furnace guy comes over here, see what they can do for you guys. But when you install a new one, it'd be much, much easier because it's on the side. You just take it out and put it right back in. Makes it much, much easier to operate with. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so budget for replacement.
Oh, comes. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay? Anything that has to do with the water leak, do it right away. The more you wait, the more expensive it's going to be with all the parts and stuff you got to fix. Obviously, this thing was here from before, so that means it's been going on for a while. They'll come and open the dry well over here for you. Flashlights, they're professionals. They go through all this, whatever. Most likely, sometimes these drains that are coming down, there's 90s, there's like a little neck over there. The glue or whatnot's worn off, is separated, something is rusted or whatnot, so the water comes through. Could be right under the actual tub or the toilet or whatnot, wherever it is, they should fix it. You don't want an active leak inside your home. It's very important, okay? Yeah, let me close this back up. Let's go outside. I have a couple of items I have to show you guys so you kind of get a heads up of what you're looking at. All right. Okay. Follow me, my friend. Your sidewalks, driveways, you notice cracks and settlements. We notice the gap in the side over there. And then it's just your perimeter drain system. I would get that scanned as soon as possible to prevent any more damage or whatnot to the home, because the more this continues, the more issues it's going to cause in the home. And look, every home has this type of problems. Every home that was built in that time. As long as you see PVC pipe, there's no PVC pipe, white pipes, that means it's probably not functioning as intended. This is very important and taken care of. This is your meter for gas, in case of an emergency. So here's the thing. You open the door, you smell gas. Don't go inside trying to figure out where it's coming from. The static like this can set it off. It goes boom, right? So preferably come outside, turn this and shut it off. Now by hand, you will never be able to turn this because that's how it's made. It's super hard. I will purchase a like a $10 wrench. Cheap one, goes missing, big deal. With a rope, hang it over here. So if you open the door, you smell it, shut it off, contact the service provider. They're always on the road, they show up right away. Now, when I'm telling you big old drains, this is it. You see this black corrugated material? And this is most likely the source of all your settlements over here, because there's probably lots of debris and stuff. It could be collapsed, could be root penetrations into it. Who knows what's going on with them? So have them scanned to make sure they're functioning as intended. Siding is wood. It's not rotted or anything. It's in very good shape. I would repaint and repaint and repaint as much as possible. Save yourself a lot of money. Don't Coming over here, I did notice this guy is dripping water, right? See, by now, because it's cold, it should have been winterized. The winterization is very important. So what you do is you go inside, shut off the valves for the exterior taps. You come outside, open the tap, let the water out to make sure there's no water sitting in the system. That's where it doesn't freeze and pop, right? Probably got a little bit damaged, and older one is leaking. So again, when a plumber comes here, have him replace this valve for you. And secure this area. Don't let water, moisture penetration, pest and trees. You notice rot? Yeah. It's all rotted. So again, there was a gap or whatnot. Rainwater got in. You get the handyman guys to take care of it. You need a cover over here for this exhaust. This is the laundry's exhaust. And the pest can go easily inside now because there should be a pest and tree in front of it. Yeah, protect that. That damage should be taken care of. And you also have the damage over here on the bottom of that. You notice damage over here. I guess we can just here. Let's walk that way, and then we're gonna go around and up on the other. So guys, you notice gates, right? So first, fences need to be fixed, and then it need to be painted at all time, because again, wood outside, everything rots away. It's very common that we see this, right? Do take care of it. Again, rot. Take care of it, and that's because the siding is touching the ground directly. It should be at least 2-inch gap on the bottom. You notice they have gaps over there. So the home settled a little bit, and all this changed, and now it's damaging it. So if you bring a handyman, have them probably cut the bottom a little bit to create a gap. Got a water feature here. We don't test water features. It's outside of the scope of inspection. I'm not a big fan of these guys. Every time you have water sitting like this, even though it's not a stale water and moving, you're still gonna have pest issues. It basically becomes a mosquito fest here, right? I'm not a big fan of it, but if you like it, by all means. But do pay attention to your wood, right? Recaulk, repaint all the wood. There should be absolutely no way for moisture to get in, and there's gaps all around, so definitely seal all this up. It's just maintenance that hasn't been done for a while, that's all. This guy's properly painted, nice, keep it that way, okay? I did put this in the report for you. It is cracks. If it was over there, I probably would say it's okay. The problem is you step on this, tilt and fall, right? Again, recaulk, take care of all these gaps. Yep. Now, you're gonna notice more settlements, right? It's dropped over here. Every time you see the settlements, drain right there. So you know it's probably related to this perimeter drain system. It's probably, as the water is supposed to go down, there's probably holes in there, so the water is getting into the ground, softening, and it's going down there. And that's why in the crawl space you see the fluorescence, because moisture is sitting around the foundation walls. Yeah. This is barbecue gas, okay, access. So here, let's plug it in. Yeah, for a barbecue. I don't know if it's working or not, but it is roughed in. It's ready to go. Now, guys, before we walk away from this, let me show you this. See the fascia wood is all rotted away. Yeah? That was a woodpecker. Why? Because this dead body is right here in the gutter. There's a dead woodpecker right there. And that, when I see I know it's woodpecker. Picked at it, the rainwater got in, rotted it away. So definitely, again, they need to fix all these portions. Don't let the water in. You also notice in your fascia and your soffits are staining. That's the indications of probably the gutter is not working as intended. The water is getting in there. Right now it's showing me it's dry, but it's an area of concern. So when the guys go up there, especially roofer guys, have them analyze that for you on top.
So this is necessary to someone to check the roof outside.
100%.
Yes.
Well, I would love to get on your roof, but I can't, right? So somebody should get on there as soon as they can. Again, Solomon's over here. Get rid of these trees. Take them all out. Okay, you're gonna get pest issues with that. They're gonna nest in this area, and then it's touching the side of your home. And it's wood. It's even more important. It holds onto the humidity and the moisture. Acts like a sponge. And imagine a wet sponge touching the side of your home all the time. It's not a good idea, man. It's gonna damage your home. Get rid of them as soon as possible. Okay, get them all out. And then notice the soffits again, all stained, right? It is wood, so you see it more. If it was, let's say, the white plastics or the metal material is different, but it is wood, so it means you get more damage from them. Fences, paint them as much as possible. You notice downspouts are discharging on the foundation. We want to see these guys go into the perimeter drain system, right? You got 1, 2, I think 3 of them are discharging next to the home. Now, this could have been added later on. Like the home was designed for that downspout and then that one in the corner. So maybe they figured, oh man, let's put another one in this area. Not a good idea. You're discharging the water right next to the foundation. When it's gonna go down, it's gonna get into the crawl space, and that's where you get damages and stuff. Preferably, if it is not a tripping hazard, extend it, dump the water over here. Okay. Minimum, right? If not, what they can do is re-slope this to send it toward another downspout that goes into the perimeter drain system. And you notice the rot that is taking place right here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 100% this is rotted, so there's damage in there. And then if you walk back over here, you see that downspout that is coming down? It's discharging the water onto the roof itself. Even that little bit, there's still on the roof. That should go directly into the gutter itself, nowhere else. It should be metal, water into the metal, not on the roof and then into the gutter, right? So simple fixes like that is going to save you a lot of headaches, my friend. But that section definitely needs to be worked on. I have a feeling there's something going on in there.
Do I need to extend the pipe?
That extend by this much, just to get to the gutter right there. Anywhere that you see it, the fastest way to get to the gutters, that's the cheapest way to do it. They're not expensive, $20, easy stuff, right? But this is not a good idea. We got another one discharging right here, another one discharging right here. Now, with that said, sometimes there's homes that have perimeter drain systems that are not working as intended. People just abandon them. They just put it and then dump the water next to it, not knowing why you should not do that, right? So there could actually be a system here into the ground, but it's full of debris. That's why I said get these scanned, and if not, maybe see if you can have the blueprint of the house. If not, city will have the blueprint and it will tell you where those downspouts are gonna be. Very cool. Chimney, I cannot put emphasis on taking this. It's absolutely got to make sure it's properly caulked. All gaps should be sealed. Seal these areas. Seal the sides. Don't let any humidity or moisture get in. And again, you notice the staining on the side over here. You come and see the staining on the side over here. That's an indication. So somehow from the chimney, either the flashing wasn't good or somehow water got in. Now, if this happened 10 years ago and they fixed it, that I cannot tell you. But definitely the staining there. So when a roofer guy comes, point all the stuff to them to make sure one by one to go through every single one of these regions. Fix this, guys. Touching the ground directly, it's just gonna fall apart. Get rid of this guy. Not a good idea. And then you will notice a gap here. Gap opened up in this section. I would probably put caulking in here, seal it. Don't let the rainwater get behind here. It becomes like a pool inside, rots everything away. Just seal this as soon as you can. Okay? House is still in good shape. Nothing's going on in that regard. Get rid of these vegetations. And then you notice the soil erosion here.
Yes.
So somehow water is eating away the soil. Now it could be directly related to your downspout right there again. Another parameter drain issues. Right? So this guy's discharging the water right there. Water could be going from under this and eating it away. So that could be another source of the problem with all the settlements that are taking place. So when you see settlement in home, 99% of the time it has to do with your parameter drain system. Otherwise, why would it be settling? It's because water gets under the ground, softens the soil and the grade, and the home is heavy. So if it gets a little bit soft, tilts either way, right? So that's where you get these problems. I would get the parameter drains fixed, seal all this up, and then go from there. It's situations, same problems and stuff. It is fixable. It's just how much money you want to spend, right? Plumber inside, electrical inside, take care of those right away. Get a roofer guy on top to do the complete maintenance for this guy. Take care of that section of it. There's a lot of cosmetic items inside the home you can easily take care of yourself. Don't worry about those ones. Either you can do it yourself, so you can get a handyman to do it for you. Watch it on YouTube. You will see our company with a whole lot of videos of how to fix things on your own, right? Things like that you can take care of, absolutely. When it has to do with plumbing and electrical, try to do it professionally because of your home insurance issues, right? You can always fix it yourself, but if anything happens, your home insurance will not cover you, right? So just to take care of it that way. Now, again, same process. You notice that corner, see that downspout? It comes onto the valley, discharges the water, and then that water is going right there on the roof. So all these little things should be taken care of. You should put them directly into the gutters. There should be no other way. Now I'm also looking between this. See that staining that is coming down in between? It's probably up there. There's an issue where the water, rather than going into the gutters, it's coming outside. And so it's going to be wear and tear issue on your roof. So do take care of it. Again, that's something the roofer guys should do for you. There we go, my friends. Those are all the items. Don't overthink this. It's just what we're here for. I pick at everything when I'm doing my report, and that's my job to do. But that doesn't mean you have to go fix everything. There's certain things I have to do with your safeties and stuff, take care of. The other stuff, choose on your own timing how you want to go and fix all that, okay? I'm looking at the shingles. It doesn't look that bad. The color is pretty even. Like it's not lifting or cracking or anything like that. I don't think it's in a bad shape. But again, I cannot go on top of this to tell you 100%. Because usually we walk, we lift up all the flashings, look at all the connections and stuff, look at the gutters to make sure everything's functioning as intended. It's limited. I can't do that on this roof. Okay?
I have a question. I noticed that the many floor is not lower, higher.
It's not flat.
Yes, not flat. Yeah, it's been right into the report.
The unevenness of the floor, I put old home, old flooring. When we say old home, old flooring, it explains to you as the lumber shrinks, gaps and stuff is very normal. You get, if it really bothers you, get the flooring removed, put that self-leveling concrete first. We don't tell you that, put self-leveling, because it's a cost that you don't have to take. So as a home inspector, I can only tell you what you should do to bring it to the minimum level of residency, right? So definitely, if you want, get a flooring guys to put self-leveling concrete for you guys, just get it nice and even, then you put your flooring on, it makes it really nice. So just the home got a little bit older, lumber shrinks. If you go to your neighbors, you're gonna say, oh my God, that's not bad. Look at the stucco staining on that side. That chimney is definitely leaking inside the home. So that's not a good idea. There you go. But overall, man, it's a pretty nice place. Do your maintenance. Look, some people are very picky and they do a lot of maintenance in their home. So no matter what the age, the home looks fantastic, brand new, everything is functioning. Right? Some people just don't know about maintenance, right? They're not handy or whatnot, so they let a lot of things go. When they let a lot of things go, it just becomes expensive to fix. But everything is fixable. And then in the moisture, the fluorescence in the crawl space, get the plumber to bring back the pipe, the shut off right next to where the attic hatches. In case of an emergency, it's super difficult. You will see all the pictures in there. It's very difficult to move around in there. So in case of an emergency, I mean, it's very crazy
So
to do that.
I want to double check. All the issue about this house is fixable, right?
Everything is fixable, 100%. Yeah.
It's expensive.
So when you do quotes, we don't get involved. That's because of liability, right? The reason, let me explain that to you. Let's say you hire John to do whatever. Okay, the John's gonna charge you $2,500 to fix it. Okay, you get Adam to do it for you. Adam wants $5,000. Exact same product, exact same job. Somebody wants more. So that's why we say we can't quote on things like this.
Okay.
Whenever you want to do any job that has to do more than $1,000, get 4 quotes.
Okay.
Don't feel bad about it. Find a reputable company. Read the reviews online to make sure the customers are very happy with them. It's very important. And then send them an email, have them schedule, come on site, say, we need a quote. Don't tell them you bring in other companies, and don't do it at the same time. Get the 4 quotes. That way you can differentiate between the detailed report of what they're trying to replace, what the parts are, blah, 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 and then choose your best pricing and go based on that, right? Yeah, that's the way to do it. Don't just rely on the first guy because you will lose definitely. They want more money. That's the way it works, right? Yeah.
Foundation is very important part for house. So I wanna double check about the foundation. So because I saw a crack about the foundation. Oh,
Do you have a crack in? Oh, that crack in the foundation there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me show you. How space you go down. It's right here. So that could go that is. I'm assuming this is it. This is right here. See that moisture here?
yeah.
I'm assuming there's a crack here on the wall and it's very, like this is super low, we can't see what's going on here. Put a piece over here. Yeah. There's probably a hairline crack here somewhere, maybe behind the post here, that the moisture is getting in from. I would get the guys over there to seal it up for you. They can patch them up and to make sure no more moisture gets in. Is definitely active water dripping here, and that's why that stain over there. Because when you go into the crawl space, as you're going down right away within this much of a distance, it's right there. So it's very close to the hatch. You can actually go down and take a look at it yourself. Yeah, it's there. It's very normal. We see cracks in the crawl space all the time. As long as there's no active water, pooling water and stuff like that, there's none of that going on. But definitely an area of concern. What they can do sometimes is put epoxy on it, some concrete patches, some silicone patches, especially for concrete. They can seal them up, yeah? But I would take care of this first. It could be just leaking from this guy that's going down. And the crack, I'll show you guys the crack. It's super small hairline crack. It's not a huge, it's not like an open crack. It's not like that. It's like, yeah, I'll show you. Crawl space. Crawl space. No, that's your attic. Right there. See that? It's coming. That's right there. Yeah. See? It's just the staining on it. This is my concern right here. It's the stain. That could be moisture very slowly moving into your crawl space. And this is your crawl space. I did my best to crawl around and take pictures in that same area.
It will be in the report, right?
100%.
Okay.
All this is in the report. I'll show you where your main water shutoff is. It's like a typical efflorescence that we see. Okay. More fluorescence on the walls, more fluorescence that way, and more fluorescence. I just wanted to get all this in the report for you. I use that just because so much of spider webs in there to move around. So, are you getting close? This is your main water shutoff is. So that's your pressure regulator, and that's your main water shutoff, and that's your drain clean out. They're all in the same location. Let's see. So let me see. You're going down, you're going this way. I think it's right here, right under this area. It's located under this area.
Oh, okay.
It's very hard to get there. So if you get the chance to get the plan, and we see this all the time, we always recommend that a lot of people get this done. They can just extend the pipes and bring it right next to the attic hatch. So when there's an emergency, just reach in there and shut it off, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Again, I'll put all these pictures in the report for you guys. So just have a heads up what you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. Really all the items I had so far. It's typical stuff. Don't worry about it too much. Maybe these downspouts, extend them away, so get that perimeter drain scan done. And then this also GFCI over here. There's the buttons, but there's power, but there's no GFCI option. Means it's not functioning as intended, so it's not protected, and it should be on the exterior. You need to make sure because of rainwater and stuff like that. Also, when you're looking at your windows, you see above the window frames. Obviously, there's an overhang here, right? But usually we want to see a flashing above the, so we call that the rain flashing. Maybe this guy will show you better. Yeah. So window frames, wood, right? Want to make sure this wood is taken care of. It's in very good shape. So we always say paint and caulk as much as possible. But above it, it should be a rain flash. So basically it's like an eyebrow metal. Make sure the rainwater doesn't sit on top of it. It just comes off, right? And again, super easy stuff. A handyman put a little silicone on top, put it on top, boom, done. Easy, okay? Now you notice tiny little gap over here. I will seal that up. Don't let bees or whatnot, especially wasps, they would love to get inside your attic area. So do take care of it, okay? Tree, I don't know if they're gonna let you touch this guy, right? So notice this area lifting is because of its roots. It's good. big roots. I'm pretty sure when it was cute when they planted like this. Look at it now, right? So now again, pest entry into your attic. They go up and jump up and get into your attic. Touches the side, debris get on top, damages goes into the gutter, clogs the system, roots damage everything. If I were you, I would see if the city's gonna let me chop this down, right? City love trees, they won't let you touch it. It's one of the things. But if it's damaging your home or whatnot, if you find a reason for it, then you can chop it out. Worst comes to worst, have it trimmed. You can't take it out, but you can trim it back. It means make it very narrow. There's nothing there. You just to cut this guy down, that's fine. I would take these guys out as soon as I can.
看到了。
So what do you guys think? I know I gave you lots of information. Hopefully it's not stressing you out. This is very normal stuff. Don't think your home is out of the order. No, it's absolutely fine. This is what we see all the time. We are here to tell you what's wrong, what you should do about it. Now, you choosing to go ahead with it or not, it's up to you. Electrical, plumbing, roofing, right away. Take care of those 3 sections. Everything else becomes secondary. Now, in your crawl space, definitely you're going to need a plumber over there no matter what to bring that right next to the entrance or whatnot. And then just take care of the fluorescence, means the perimeter drain systems. Your roof wasn't leaking as far as I can tell. But again, because we can't go on top, I would send somebody up there just to do the caulking and the flashing maintenance, especially around the chimney areas and stuff like that. Because the soffits are showing staining or rotten stuff. Take care of those sections. Inside the home, mostly it's cosmetic. That leak should be fixed as soon as possible. Right?
Okay.
Whenever I go to a home and I'm inspecting, I see fresh caulking and grout, I know what it is, what's going on. They let it go for many, many years, and as soon as they're listing it, they put stuff on. With that said, simple fix. Get it fixed. Now you know profession at this point on continues to do your maintenance down the road. You're not gonna have any issues with it. Yeah.
My last question is, how much do I need spend to hire somebody to help me check the
Roofing contractors? Roofing contractors is about $150 to $200 service, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. The reason I say that, look, a home, I always think about gravity. It's from top to the bottom. I mean, if the top is damaged, doesn't matter what you have gold inside. That water is going to keep coming down. So, and again, I didn't see any water leaks going on in the attics or whatnot. That's a very good sign. I think the roof is functioning as intended. But the maintenance section should be done. That means the caulking and extension over here, and there. You can always ask them how old this roof is if they can let you know.
Okay.
Asheville shingles lifespan is between 20 25 years. We say 20 years in BC because so much rain comes through, right? And so this could be actually a second roof that they put over here. If that's the case, then you have a long way to go in that regard, right? But definitely have the maintenance guys go through this with you guys.
Yeah, and the listing agent told me that this is a 4 years roof, but
4
it doesn't look same like that.
4 years, it is. This look when you look at them. Let me see the older ones. That's probably that's the newer one.
And all neighbors' roof looks much better.
So this your neighbors. Look, this is older. You can tell.
Yeah.
Because some sections are beginning to lift. When the lifting is older, based on the even color on top of this, I would say it's probably around 5. But we never put in the report what age is because we don't know. We don't like guessing and telling our customers something that is not. That's why I said bring the roofer guys over here. If he can show you the paperwork, by all means, that's fantastic. A lot of people send us this paperwork. We put in the report. Here says at this time was replaced. You're good to go in that regard, right? Yeah. So definitely follow through with that. See what they say. If not, just spend that few $100. Get a roofer guy up there. They gotta harness themselves to go. Let them know. Like if you want to send the pictures and stuff to them, say it's pretty steep. Can you send somebody? They can harness themselves and go up. That'd be great. Yeah. And sometime down the road, right? And then the blue ones, handle loose, a little bit of caulking, something you can easily do yourself, not a problem. So you have 50 blue, 39 orange, and 4 reds. And the reds is the siding is deteriorating for you. We know that. I'll just tell you the major stuff on that. The door frame on the garage side that is all rotted away and damaged. You got to replace that before the water gets into that. Ceiling in the garage, we know it's leaking. That's active, it's red. And there was one more I had. Oh, the furnace is the end of life. Right? So because the cost of furnace, we always make it red for you guys. You probably can run this for another 10 years. That's the whole idea behind these older ones. They last a very long time, but they're not efficient. Means you're wasting a lot of money paying for energy that is not being applied. So the way you look at these older ones is, we always say every dollar that you spend for energy, 80 cents flies out of the window. 20 cents is applied to energy. That's a huge waste, right? And then you get the new high efficiency ones. 97% applies to energy. 3 cents flies out of it. It means you pay a little bit more money to get a high efficiency ones, and then 3 years pays off, evens out the bills, and then from that point you be ahead of the game. Yeah. So, what do you think?
It's hard to say.
It's lots of information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just take your time, go through the reports and stuff, and then if you need to contact the technicians and stuff, by all means contact and get a couple of quotes. And there are ways to do everything, guys. Don't stress yourselves too much. It's very typical stuff. Everybody goes through these steps, right? We are here just to kind of open your eyes to see what are the things you didn't know about. That's all.
Yes.